my thoughts, do a walk around here, pop inside, and I'm going to highlight just a couple of things that I actually really enjoy about this little SUV. Now, right away, you will note that it is not particularly large in terms of an SUV. I currently drive a 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe, and this is about the same size, all said and done. But I kind of like that. It makes it feel a little bit more fun to drive, makes it feel a little bit more responsive, while still having plenty of storage space, which you will see here. So it has a decent sized back door here. You'll see it is all-wheel drive, which is great. Has a little push button here, and then it just has a nice, easy assisted open there. It is not automatic open, but it is very, very easy to do. And you will note there is plenty of space. It is fairly large. I actually do think it is just a little bit more than my current vehicle as of now, which I personally really enjoy. So I do like that about this, where it is not a super large SUV, but it does have plenty of storage space, and as you saw, they're very easy to open and close, all doing it one-handed. Outside of that, the external body is in very good shape. There is one small spot here I will point out, as it is a trade. There is one little ding, looks like somebody cut it with a door, but other than that, it is in really, really good shape on the outside. As normal, if there is something you see that you want, more detail on or have specific questions on, please feel free to let me know. You're also always welcome to come down and take it for a drive yourself here at Honda Morristown. Now we're going to jump on inside. It does have keyless entry. I currently have it unlocked. So you can push that, unlock it, and then one more to unlock it. It does have nice cloth seats here, as you can see, in really good shape there. Back seat there. I did crawl into the back seat, I'm not gonna lie. If you are new to the channel, I really appreciate a nice back seat, mostly because it's something a lot of people don't usually think of when they're looking for a car themselves that they're going to be driving. And so I usually like to point out how much room it has. I didn't think it was going to have that much room. As I sat down, I was like, oh, it doesn't really look like that much space. I did sit down. I was actually fairly comfortable. I would not have a problem riding in the back seat for a decent amount of time. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", depending on my shoes. And I have plenty of space there, so I did not mind that at all. Now, before I pop inside and fire it up, I did want to point out one thing here. This is not a complaint. It's just something I noticed and just kind of wanted to talk about here. So as you'll notice there, the gas pedal, it's actually on the floor as opposed to hanging down like your brake pedal. It kind of gives it a little bit more of a sporty feel to me while you're driving it, which I honestly kind of like it. The first couple of times I drove this car just to kind of feel it out, it really caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, this is different. It feels different than what I'm used to. It's funky. It's grown on me a little bit. I don't mind it as much. It's just, getting different feel for it. But it is just something to note if you do come and take a test drive, which personally I always recommend. Personal experience is always going to be your best opinion. I mean, the best opinion on a car is always going to, depend on how it feels. Because you can spend all this time researching and looking and stuff like that. Then if you sit in the car and you actually get it on the road and you absolutely hate it, that's not going to do anything for you. So I would recommend coming and taking this one for a test drive, seeing what you think, just because it's a slightly different feel. I like it. It originally caught me off guard, but I do like it. Just wanted to point that out. Fun little thing there. So we're going to climb up inside. Close the door here. It's a little bit windy. Okay, first thing right out, I really like how streamlined it is. It's very simple in terms of where things are. Again, if you're new to the channel, I don't mind technology in cars as long as it's easy to use. This one, it's got push button start here with that little indicator light when you're pushing the brake pedal down. Excuse me. And then outside of that is very simple. You've got a menu navigation. That's what this is here. So you've got this screen up here, which is, it's not a bad screen. All in all, it's pretty good. The navigation though is actually down here. So you can turn the knob and you click it to select things. And then, it's got like the home button, push that, kind of goes there. You can turn the knob again, can click the knob, all that good stuff. It does have navigation, which is great. Very nice, easy to read there. So it does have navigation, which I really like. It's a feature that honestly I don't know that I would have ever been like, wow, I really want that on a car. And then having been in a few cars where that do have it built in, it is really nice to not have to like pull out your phone every time, especially if you do a lot of driving, like, you know, maybe you're a traveling nurse or construction or photographer where you are going to a lot of different places. Sometimes it is just a nice little thing to have there. I know with technology on people's phones, you don't necessarily need it, but it is just kind of a nice little thing there. Now, shifter, very simple. It does have a sport mode that you can kick it into, but you just have nice, easy, straight back. It does have a decently clear camera, which I appreciate. You can see the fun CD player there too. I always like that. I hit the button there. There we go. Just back there. Back into there. I muted it, unmuted. Volume control, which is just down here as well. Now, again, I initially thought that was kind of strange that it wasn't, you know, up here, but having driven it a couple of times now, it honestly is kind of nice where you're driving here and instead of having to like lean forward and reach, it's actually just right there, which for me, you know, I'm left-handed, so I drive with my left hand. My right hand is usually just resting. I like that it's just right here. If I need to turn the volume up while I'm driving, it's literally just right at my fingertips. Same with the navigation. All those controls are just right there. So personally, as someone who's left-handed, I really like that. You know, as a right-handed person, you know, you should be driving with both hands. Just easy there as opposed to leaning forward. A little bit of personal preference, but as a left-handed person, I really like that. It's something kind of small, but again, just pointing that out there. I also like that the gauges are very easy to read. You do have the digital one there. Speed's right in the center. I enjoy that. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a fairly sporty little SUV. I think it's fun to drive. I think it's, you know, it's straightforward without being too simple, which I really appreciate. Honestly, I think you're just gonna have to come for a test drive yourself, see what you think, see what you like, see what you don't like. Feel free to ask any questions you might have. Like I said, look for that truck. Like I said, located at Honda Morristown, Tennessee. Please feel free to come on down, ask for me, see what you can find out what you like about it yourself. And yeah, ask for Jeffrey, and I will just leave you with this. The 2016 Mazda CX-5.